Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Brina. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than I have been, and instead of just explaining to you what I'm doing while I'm doing my makeup, I'm going to do a little get ready with me. So if that's something you'd like to see, keep on watching, and please let me know in the comments if these are more types of videos you would like to see. So let's just get to it. Okay, as you could probably tell, I've already done my eyebrows because I already have a video on it you could check out here, and it's just easier to do them off camera. So I'm going to start by priming my face using the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. And I'm sure you're all very aware that we're in a pandemic. So how's that going for everyone? I have to say, honestly, for me, my life really hasn't changed that much since this whole coronavirus pandemic started, and I really don't leave my house anyways, and now when I do, which is very rarely, I obviously am a lot more cautious. But when you work from home, you tend to become a homebody, and I'm just applying some Tarte Shape Tape to my eyelids. And everybody's struggling to adjust to work from home, but this is something I've been doing for 3 years now, and my husband's still working, so I just don't leave the house. My husband, if you don't know, is a welder, so construction people are considered essential, and luckily we have that income coming in. Otherwise we'd be pretty much screwed because my other job, I don't really make that much money, and I clearly don't make any money from YouTube, so luckily he still has a job. Now I'm just going to take some Morphe eyelid primer, but my life really hasn't changed that much because of this pandemic, so everything's pretty normal around here. We've just been hanging out around the house more. We obviously don't go out for date night anymore, but yeah, we've been doing a lot of puzzles, and my husband's been playing a lot of Xbox, and we play a lot of card games and board games. So what have all you guys been doing to pass the time while you're stuck at home? Because honestly, we're getting quite bored with the same stuff that we have been doing, so please let me know in the comments some other fun things that we can do from home. We also just started a garden a couple of weeks ago, and if you don't know, my husband and I live in a camper because, like I just said, he's a welder, and sometimes we have to travel for his job, which is why I work from home, so that way I can go with him. I'm going to take the Annette 69 and Beauty Creations palette. I'm going to start by popping into this light blue shade here, Boss. So since we live in a camper, we can't have like a regular giant backyard garden. So my handy husband built us a greenhouse, and we've been growing tomatoes and peppers and cucumbers and a bunch of other things. So that's been an interesting process because neither of us have ever had our own garden before. So if you have any tips for that, please let me know, because we can use all the help we can get in that department. By the way, I told you guys I'd use a different palette sometime. Today's that day. Now I'm going to go into Fire to deepen this up a little bit. I actually almost didn't even have a video coming up this Wednesday because I had a pretty chaotic week, and today's only Tuesday, so it's been something. So as you may or may not know, I have 2 cats who are litter siblings, so they're very attached to each other. And yesterday morning, my husband got up to go to work, and he gets up around 4, so I normally just go back to sleep when he gets up. And when he was getting ready to leave, he told me that our male cat must not be feeling very well. And I asked him why, and he said because he had thrown up about 4 times. Our landlord was just at our door bringing our mail, so kind of lost my train of thought. Don't really remember what I was saying. Where was I? Oh, our male cat had thrown up, and that made me pretty worried. So I got up to see how he was feeling, and he threw up again, and then again. And mind you, it's only been like 5 minutes since my husband left. So then he starts rubbing his butt on the floor, and I'm like, cats don't rub their butts on the floor. But he is a long-haired cat, so they're known to get some stuff stuck to their fur, if you catch what I'm saying here, when they do their business. So I, being the good cat mom that I am, check his butt to make sure that it's clean. And it's clean as far as I can tell, so I just kind of let him do his business, but I called my husband to let him know that he was still throwing up and now rubbing his butt on the floor. So my husband took the day off, came back home. Now I'm going to take this green shade. We just kind of tried to keep an eye on him for the morning, but he ended up... That's not what I want to do. I'm going to cut my crease now using the Morphe Eyelid primer. He ended up throwing up a total of 10 times, and he was constantly running to the bathroom. So I went and investigated, and there was blood in the litter box. So I called the vet. Luckily, somebody answered at 5:30 in the morning, and they were able to get us in at 9 a.m. So we just kind of sat around and watched him until it was time to go. By about 7 o'clock, he had stopped vomiting. He wasn't really feeling better. He was clearly still out of it. We had to take his food and water away because the vet didn't want him to eat or drink anything for the morning, which he didn't try to anyways, but he was just very out of it, and he was just definitely not his normal energetic self. So the vet asked us if he had gotten into anything abnormal recently, and as far as we know, he hadn't. She asked us about any environmental changes, and there really haven't been any. So she thought he could have a parasite. So we're like, great. Now our other cat's gonna get this. So in a week, we're gonna have to go through all this again. So 9 o'clock finally rolls around, the longest 5 hours of my life. And we take him to the vet. He's finally starting to feel a little bit better. Like 5 minutes before we left, he was trying to jump up on the counter and birdwatch like he always does. I'm going to take Alien Girl now. So we took him to the vet, but obviously with everything going on, we couldn't go in with him. So that was that. We left him there, came back home, and just kind of waited to hear what was going on. They finally called us around 2:30, I think, to let us know that the vet had looked at him and he did not have a parasite. He had gastritis, which is very rare in cats, apparently. And she really didn't think that it could be that. Turns out that that was all just because he's been stressed. Or he got into something that he shouldn't have, but we cannot figure out what on earth he could have gotten into that he shouldn't have. So apparently my cat is too stressed. Because it's so good. Like, who wouldn't want to be a cat? Especially my cat, because that cat gets all the attention. all the loves, all the attention. His sister is a loner and she likes my husband better, so while he's away, she's just off sleeping. So, as you probably expect, we're pretty annoyed that our cat decided that he was too stressed to do anything other than throw up and go to the bathroom and make us take him to the vet. I'm going to take a little bit of 420, and now we're trying to figure out how to feed our cats separately because, like I said, we live in a camper and we have those sliding doors that have about a foot gap at the bottom, so we can't just shut the door and keep the cats out of the room. So he wasn't allowed to eat all day yesterday, which he was not happy about. And this morning, he's also on a baby food only diet for today and tomorrow. So clearly I actually have a baby. I mean, come on, he has to eat baby food. It's doctor prescribed. His sister absolutely loves food, and she gets very upset when we don't feed her on time and when she doesn't have access to food 24/7. So she's having a pretty rough time. She gets very lovey when she wants food because she thinks that if she's sweet that we'll just give her whatever she wants, which I mean we kind of do, but it's not working today. And it's funny because while we were in the parking lot of the vet waiting for them to come get him, I was telling my husband this story about how this one girl is now working from home and her cat would not stop vomiting. So she took the cat to the vet, and the vet said, "Has there been any environmental changes for your cat?" And she said, "Yeah, I've been working from home." Well, that's why her cat's throwing up. So I told my husband, "Oh, watch it be that." And yeah, that's what it turned out to be. But we are very, very happy that that's all it was because we don't want our other cat to get sick. We definitely wanted it to be nothing that would be life-threatening or anything. Like, we were both deep down hoping that it was all in his head, there was nothing actually wrong with him, or that he just got into something, no idea what, that he shouldn't have. So we were happy that it was nothing, but he cost us a vet bill and my husband taking a day off of work. So if he could have just not, that'd have been great. He's got a really easy life. For foundation today, I'm wearing the Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear from L'Oreal. And that honestly is the most exciting thing that has happened. Exciting, like, eventful thing that has happened to me since I can't even remember when. I live a pretty chill life. I have basically no friends, so therefore no drama. And by the time we got Tiger home from the vet, he had a lot of poo matted to his back legs and his butt, and he did not have any interest in cleaning himself. They gave him some anti-nausea medication, which I read could also make him like numb to the pain or whatever, so he was very sleepy when he got home. Plus, I don't think he had slept for at least 12 hours by the time he came home, and if you know anything about cats, they sleep at least 12 hours a day. So when he got home, he just wanted to eat and sleep, and since he couldn't eat, he just wanted to sleep. I'm just going to take the Tarte Shape Tape and the Shape Tape Glow Wand to conceal my under eyes. So he also got a bath yesterday, which was not fun. And even though it is May, it got very cold here in Colorado last night, like down to 32 degrees where I live. And we kind of forgot to turn our furnace back on, so when we woke up this morning, it was 52 degrees inside, and the poor guy was still wet from last night. So, sorry, bud. but he is thankfully feeling much, much better today. He is basically back to his usual self, tormenting his sister and bird watching. Those are his two favorite hobbies, along with cuddling with me, which he would not let me leave his side for about 3 hours this morning. And then he continued to follow me around for about an hour and a half. So he makes it hard to get things done sometimes. So yeah, that's basically why I almost did not film this week. I'm setting my face with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder. I'm going to go back in with Alien Girl for my under eyes. Tartelette, the Tartist Pro Glow palette, and I'm going to take both of these two shades. So my life is obviously very uneventful. That's pretty much all that's been going on in my life for the past a lot of months. We have actually been watching a lot of shows, I guess you could say. We started with The Big Bang Theory, and we finished that like last week, I think. And then over the weekend, we started watching The Office, which neither of us have ever watched before because we both thought it kind of looks stupid. Sorry for any of the Office fans out there, but well, we started it Saturday. We're almost done with season 3. We like it, I think. We can't decide. We really can't decide. First season, we were both like, wow, this is dumb. But according to Google, after about halfway through season 2, it starts to get better. So we decided to stick it out. Oh, and for contour, I'm using this other Tartist Pro Glow palette and this one right here called Sculpt. So season 1, I told my husband, it's like a train wreck. You just can't look away. So here we are, almost done with season 3, and we still feel that way. If it was not for Jim and Pam, I don't think I could do it. The way that they're just always messing with the white just really gets me. And he's just so oblivious to everything. Ignore my terrible nose contour. Because I'm going to. So obviously we're going to be needing, going back into the first palette for my blush. And I'm just once again mixing these two. Obviously we're going to be needing a different series to watch here soon. So any recommendations? I am completely open for them because not a lot else to do right now. I'm watching a lot of movies. Oh, and please, nothing on Netflix because we do not have Netflix. I know, what kind of millennials are we? We don't have Netflix. Well, when you live in a camper, you can only get satellite internet, so you're very limited on internet options. So we have Dish, and we use the Dish internet, which we hate. It sucks. We basically really just use the Wi-Fi that's available at whatever campgrounds we stay at, and when that's sucky, then we use ours. And I'm going to take this highlight here. I don't remember what I was saying. My husband just called. Thanks for interrupting me. For lip liner today, I used Maybelline Color Sensational in the shade Totally Toffee. And then for lipstick, I'm wearing the Stila Stay All Day liquid lipstick in the shade Angelo. And then I'm just going to blend them with my finger. I'm going to apply lashes off camera real quick. I feel fancy with this hair clip in and all this jewelry. I feel like I'm going somewhere, but I'm really just gonna go to my couch after this. So I think that's it for this look. So be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you like cats. You thought I was gonna say if you like this look. Well, also give it a thumbs up if you like this look. She would very much appreciate a like and a comment and a subscribe if you aren't already. Look at her pretty flower. My husband hates it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye! And I'm just applying some sharp tape. Sharp tape? No. Tiger. I'll wait, it's fine.